3 years ago, I was drowning in $8,000 of debt. It started innocently enough, but it became a monster that consumed my nights. 5 different accounts, 5 different interest rates, all bleeding me dry. Credit card 1, $2,300 at 24% interest. Credit card 2, $1,800 at 19.9%. Personal loan, $1,500 at 15% interest. Store card, $1,200 at 28.9%. And medical debt, $1,200 haunting my credit report. Every month, I paid $240 in minimum payments. But here's the crushing truth that kept me awake at night. $130 of those payments went straight to interest. Only $110 actually touched my debt balances. At that rate, I'd be paying for the next 4 years. That's when everything changed, and I discovered the Avalanche method. If you're finding value in this, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Here's the truth. Nobody wants to tell you about debt payoff methods. Most people choose the snowball method because it feels good. They get those quick wins. But feelings don't pay off debt faster. Math does. The Avalanche method targets your highest interest rate debt first. This isn't just strategy. It's mathematical warfare against compound interest. Let me show you exactly how much money you're losing with other methods. 2 identical debt loads, $8,000 each. Same monthly payments. Snowball method takes 26 months. Avalanche takes 23 months. That's 3 extra months of payments. 3 months of your life wasted. But here's what really makes people sick. The total interest paid. Snowball costs you an extra $412 in interest payments. $412 that could have stayed in your pocket forever. The psychology is simple. Interest rates are your enemy. Attack the biggest enemy first. Every dollar you send to high-interest debt saves you exponentially more in the future. This is the foundation that made my entire debt payoff possible. Building on what we covered, the Avalanche method only works if you track everything precisely. I needed a weapon. Something that would calculate my freedom automatically. Step 1. List every single debt. No hiding, no shame, just brutal honesty. Column 1. Creditor name. Column 2. Total balance. Column 3. Minimum payment. But here's the critical column that changes everything. Interest rate. 24%. 19%. 15%. The numbers that were bleeding me dry. Now comes the ranking. Highest interest rate gets attacked first. No exceptions. The formula that became my salvation. Extra payment equals total available minus minimum payments. But the real magic happens in the payoff timeline calculation. The formula, balance divided by payment amount, equals months to freedom. When I hit enter on that final formula, my screen showed me something incredible. Instead of years of guessing, I now had an exact roadmap to debt freedom. 23 months. That's what the spreadsheet told me. 23 months to freedom. The weapon was built. The battle plan was set. Now came the hardest part. Building on what we covered with my Avalanche spreadsheet, now came the brutal reality. Month 1. I needed to find an extra $300 for my Avalanche payment. I canceled my gym membership. Sold old electronics, even took on weekend gig work. Every dollar I scraped together went straight to my highest interest credit card. Here's my actual payment allocation for month 1. $750 total. $500 went to minimums. only $250 extra to my Avalanche target. Month 2 felt even worse. The balance barely seemed to move. I questioned everything. Was this method actually working, or was I fooling myself? Month 3 brought a harsh reality check. Progress felt absolutely invisible. But here's what the numbers actually showed. I'd paid down $800 in total debt. $800. That was more than I'd ever eliminated in 4 months combined. The Avalanche method was working. I just couldn't see it yet. Those first 4 months nearly broke my spirit. But they built something stronger. Month 5 was when everything changed. The Avalanche method I'd built was about to show its true power. My first debt was completely eliminated. $750 per month suddenly freed up. That's when the Avalanche truly began. Every dollar that was going to debt number 1 immediately rolled to debt number 2. My minimum payment of $200 became $950 overnight. The acceleration was intoxicating. Month 6 brought the first taste of real momentum. Debt number 2 was shrinking at a rate I'd never experienced. The psychological shift was profound. Each payment felt like a hammer blow against my remaining debt. By month 7, my spreadsheet showed something I hadn't seen in years. Hope. The avalanche effect was building. Each eliminated debt created more firepower for the next target. Month 8 delivered another knockout punch. Debt number 2 was completely eliminated. Now I had over $1,300 rolling into my final debt. The momentum was unstoppable. Month 9 felt different. I could actually see the finish line approaching. The debt that once seemed impossible was crumbling. The psychological wins were keeping me motivated like nothing before. Every payment was a victory. By month 10, the avalanche had become a financial tsunami. My remaining debt didn't stand a chance. The momentum explosion I'd experienced in these months set up everything for the final assault on my debt. March 15th, 11:23 p.m., the moment that changed everything. I stared at my final payment screen. $837, the last debt standing. My finger trembled as I clicked submit. 10 months of sacrifice, about to pay off. Payment confirmed. $8,000 in debt, completely eliminated. I actually screamed. But here's what shocked me most. The interest I saved compared to minimum payments. $2,400. That's what minimum payments would have cost me extra. The avalanche method didn't just free me. It saved me a year of payments. Now here's your exact blueprint. Step 1. List every debt with interest rates. Step 2. Order them highest interest rate first. Target the most expensive debt. Step 3. Make minimums on everything. Throw extras at your highest rate. Step 4. Track every payment. Watch your avalanche build unstoppable momentum. The avalanche method works. It's mathematical. It's proven. It will free you. Your debt doesn't define you. Your action plan does. Start your avalanche today. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button and subscribe for more.